Hello and welcome to our first episode of Geek Out Virtual, brought to you by the Las Vegas Clark County Library District. I am Mix Danny, calling in from West Las Vegas Library, and I'm here to give you the latest and greatest news on your geek obsessions. Now today we will be discussing very specifically the gaming community. Coming up this year, we are expecting the PlayStation 5 and Xbox S series. I'm going to give you the latest news on these systems. Now, for the PlayStation 5, the possible release date is rumored to be the holiday season, assumedly around November-ish. Make it just in time for the Black Friday deals. You got to get those deals before the holiday season, right? Now, there is a rumor that it could cost somewhere around $700. Nothing is confirmed, but that is quite a hefty price for this latest game system. Now, what are the specs on the PlayStation 5, you might be asking? Well, I got a few of those pinpoints right here, including a custom 825 gigabyte SSD card with an expandable NVMe SSD storage slot, which pretty much means it will ensure a faster install time and a faster loading. I don't know about you, but the remake of the Final Fantasy VII game was insane with those loading screens. Thank you for not making me stare at a spinning ball of loading, but please, Cloud, can we go down the hallway just a little bit faster? What else are we going to be expecting with the PlayStation 5? We have ray tracing, 3D audio, and of course the PlayStation VR, because you got to keep up on that virtual reality gaming. It will also have a 4K UHD Blu-ray drive. What does that even mean? You might be thinking. Well, to simplify things, Sony has said that the PS5 is powerful enough to support 4K resolution at a 120 Hz refresh rate. That's double the refresh rate of most TVs, which is typically about 60 Hz. Now you're probably asking, is this game system backwards compatible? Sort of. Apparently, PlayStation 4's 100 most played games will be compatible with the new system, but not all of them. Sony claims that most of the games are not going to be compatible because the boost is truly massive this time around, and some game codes just cannot handle it. Now, what exclusive titles are we going to be expecting on the PlayStation 5? Well, I got some big titles to throw at you, which I am also personally excited about. We got Horizon 2, Forbidden West, Marvel's Spider-Man, Miles Morales, Resident Evil 8, Village, Gran Turismo 7, and Ratchet & Clank Rift Apart. Now, let's get a look at that game system, shall we? Roll the clip. Alright, enough with Sony. Let's move on to Microsoft's upcoming game system, the Xbox Series X. The assumed release date will be during the holiday season of 2020 as well with the PlayStation 5. We got to compete with those console sales, am I right? Now the assumed price, there has nothing been announced, but based off of previous game system pricing, will be around $400 to $500. Let us hope that they do in fact stay with this low price tag. Now, what kind of specs do you expect to see from this new game system? Here are a few. Custom designed processor leveraging AMD's latest Zen 2 and RDNA 2 architectures. This will be delivering 4 times the processing power of the Xbox One. Our patented form of VRS empowers developers to more efficiently utilize the full power of the Xbox Series X, which will prioritize individual effects on specific game characters or important environmental objects. This technique results in more stable frame rates and a higher resolution with no impact on the final image quality. So we got some HD games coming at you, which I am personally excited to see for myself. Now, just like the PlayStation 5, they will be having ray tracing, but unlike the PlayStation 5, the Xbox X Series will have ray tracing hardware. So we will see how that goes. They will have a bigger SSD storage of 1 terabyte and will also have a quick resume feature, which pretty much means when you get onto your Xbox Series X console, you can have multiple games actively going at the same time. So if you get tired of playing some Halo and you want to move back onto Call of Duty, without closing Halo, you can straight up move on to Call of Duty and resume playing where you left off, which is a first for a game system and very impressive technology. Looking forward to seeing how that works out. Now, it will be backwards compatible to previous generation games and will have smart delivery. You will only need to buy a game once to play on either Xbox One or the new Xbox Series X system. Xbox Game Pass will also still be a thing. Now that is one thing it does have over the PlayStation, the fact that you do not need to buy the latest game system to play the new game system release titles. It might not work as fluid as it would on the new game system, but that is still pretty impressive to see. Now, what are some exclusive game titles for the Xbox Series X? We have Halo Infinite, Destiny 2 Beyond Light, Rainbow Six Siege, Dirt 5, Assassin's Creed Valhalla, Outriders, Yakuza Like a Dragon, and The Ascent. Now, enough of the specs, let's roll the clip and see what we got to look forward to.
Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, fulfill all your wishes. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. And then you would get more and more adventurous. And you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
On to the upcoming game releases for the available game systems now, which is, of course, PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch. Our first game coming out is Marvel's Iron Man VR, exclusive for the PlayStation VR system. This will be released on July 3rd. Pretty much, if you want to be Iron Man for 10 minutes before that motion sickness decides to kick in and you throw up all over your game room, well, this is the game for you. Next up, it's Skater XL. This is for PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and the Switch, so it is cross-platform. It is going to be released on July 7th. Just like the Iron Man virtual reality simulator, this is going to be a skating simulator, but not VR, so not nearly as fun. Next up is Deadly Premonition 2, A Blessing in Disguise. This is a Switch exclusive. It is going to be released on July 10th of this year, but fair warning to my viewers, it is rated M, so be careful what you wish for if you decide to play. It is both a prequel and a sequel. Didn't realize I jumped into the Kingdom Hearts fandom all of a sudden. Now, just like the game before, Deadly Premonition, you solve murders, but that's not even what our fans are excited about. It's that in the game, you can bowl and also go on buoy rides. Because really, what else could you ever want from a video game? On to our next game is Death Stranding, exclusive on the PC. Now, this is not in fact the original release of this game. This is the re-release for the PC. It's going to be released on July 14th, and just like the other game I stated, this is going to be a rated M game. So my viewers, be careful. This is not necessarily for you under 18. Now, this game is pretty much, if you were that hillbilly guy from the Walking Dead series, and you decided to become a mailman, but also you're protecting and saving the world from supernatural beings, this is this game. That is what this game is about. So if that sounds interesting, go ahead and check it out on its release date on July 14th. Up next is Story of Seasons, Friends of Mineral Town. This is a Switch exclusive. It will be on July 14th as well. This is pretty much a farming simulation, but with friends. And you're trying to get in relationships. This is a standard Nintendo game. Those of you who have played other similar games on the Switch or the 3DS, you know exactly what you're walking into. There might be a fairy in there somewhere as well. Up next is Ghost of Tsushima. PlayStation 4 exclusive, will be released July 17th. It is also rated M. So my under 18 users, be aware. Now, this is about Jin Sakai, last of his clan, to fight the Mongols who killed his clan. Does this sound familiar to any of my Naruto fans? If so, you finally get to reenact as Sasuke against his brother Itachi. So if that was ever a fantasy of yours, please check out Ghost of Tsushima. I'm sorry, I can't pronounce it, but if you are able to purchase this game and you want to play as Sasuke, this is the game for you. Up next is Paper Mario, the Origami King. This is going to be, of course, a Switch exclusive and will be released also on July 17th. It's pretty much Mario, like in all of his other games. In fact, he will be paper, he will be flat, and to keep King Ollie from folding the world. Mario, what is going on, man? Are you okay? Did Peach dump you again? Did you not get the cake? I'm very sorry, Mario. Please move on. Anyways, on to our next game, Drake Hollow on PC and Xbox One will also be released on July 17th. It's something between Tamagotchi and a platform adventure game with a taste of terraforming, so a little bit of Minecraft, if you will. You're going to be building and protecting drakes who can die from boredom. Extreme level Tamagotchi, if you will. So if you like micromanaging and preventing idiots from accidentally passing away of their own accord, this might be the game for you. Next up is Rock of Ages 3, Make and Break. This will be for the PC, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, and Switch, so it is, again, cross-platform. Will be released July 21st of this year. This one is more like Minecraft, mixed with tower defense game type. So a little bit of terraforming, building your own village and stuff. It's pretty much like the games you get in the App Store on your phone, where you prevent people from killing your tiny little village. So if you want to do it on a game system instead of your phone, hey, check it out. Finally, we have Destroy All Humans. This is for cross-platform between PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. So sorry, Switch, you are not part of this time. This game will be released on July 28th of this year. It is a remake of the original Destroy All Humans game, which is pretty much as it sounds. You are an alien who is wanting to destroy humans. Why? Resources, maybe? Maybe to sell it. Maybe he wants to pull a Saiyan and just sell the planet off to his other alien friends under Frieza's patriarchy. So pretty much, if you want to be Vegeta and destroy races off of their own planet, and sell it to other aliens, well then here you go. You're just slightly uglier, but about the same height as Vegeta. All right, and our final segment of the day is going to be Danny's e-resource recommendation of the week. This week, I recommend PressReader.com. This is an e-magazine that has up to 40 publications of gaming and anime and even cosplay and convention news. So if you would like to check this out, go to lvccld.org. That is our library. You're then going to click e-resources, then magazines and newspapers, and finally on Press Reader. You do have access to this anytime you would like and with your library card. I hope to see you again next week when we discuss a little bit more on anime. So thanks for coming. See you next week. Mix Danny out! Hello, and welcome to our first episode of Geek Out Virtual. I am Mix Danny, calling from West Las Vegas Library. That was stupid. Okay, redo. I am Mix Danny, calling in from West Las Vegas Library to give you the biggest and newest news. I will be your major provider of the biggest and baddest gaming and geek news. Give you the newest news. I'll be giving you the biggest news in geek knowledge. No. This is stupid. This is really stupid. I personally despise the loading screens of the latest remake of the Final Fantasy IX. Okay, start over. Crap. This is stupid. Pretty cool. No, that's stupid. I have a confession to make. Half the things I was saying about the last segment, I had no idea what I was talking about. Hertz, gigabytes, all that, that's kind of fancy. I just want to play the shiny video games and pretend I'm someone else for a minute. Nope. Okay. Next up, I'm just gonna start this. Okay. Tsushima. A little fun. I don't get it either, but you know what? Sure. Death Stranding. It's at PressReader.com. It's a gaming magazine for up to 40 publications. Some of the articles are on conventions and cosplaying, but there is a lot of gaming information in there, so if you would like to check it out, here's how you get there. Where is it? Did I lose it?